All right, well, the engine is back in. That was, you know, So too many four-letter words and things like that to have that video posted. But basically, I had to jack up the back, or no, I'm sorry, the front of the transmission, jack it up all the way up to the transmission tunnel on the body, and then pull my distributor cap off of the engine, and then I had to have that thing tilted back and kind of go in flywheel down, like damn near at a 45-degree angle, and then kind of just scoop up underneath that transmission, and then just wiggle it and jiggle it and get it back to where these saddles will fall on the motor mount. Anyway, I was back and forth, and I wouldn't have been able to capture that on camera. I was all over the place in front of this engine. Sorry I didn't get that for you. It's not something you would have wanted to see. Or maybe you would have. That would have been pretty entertaining, I imagine. Anyway, moving on. Engine is back in. The 6 bolts that hook the transmission up to the engine, those are back in. And then the 3 that go flywheel to torque converter, that's back in. Okay, that's where we're at. I think next I'm going to go ahead and drop the pan on the transmission, and let's see what that gasket's looking like. I don't think I'm going to mess with the filter, but at the very least, get a new gasket on that transmission pan. It was a little, little goopy, little corroded looking, so just for good measure, that's what we're going to do. So anyway, let me get down here and bust some bolts off, and we'll get that thing draining. Pulling that trans pan down, and just kind of slowly letting it drain. I want to pull all the bolts off at once. I left the back 2 or 3 bolts on. And just let this drip off the front, drain as much as we can, because when that pan comes down, all what's left is going to want to come rushing out. So, got a nice big bucket under here. So we're just going to let it rain for a little bit. When that slows down, I'll go ahead and break some back and let that pan really tilt forward and see if we can make a big mess. That's just kind of slowly dripping now. So, I'll bust those other 3 bolts off the back and see how big of a mess we make. There's one. That's in the bucket. All right, here she comes. As that tilts forward, more's going to run out. As you can see, or maybe, can you see? We got a lot more running out. Maybe you can't see. Let's see. Let's get you up here. Yeah, now we just got a nice stream running off. Let's see. Can I raise this up a little bit? Maybe you can see what's going on a little better. Yeah, there you go. That's a little better. Blurry though. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. Alright, I've just got 1 bolt holding it on in the back. As you can see, that pan is tilting pretty good. When I drop that out, I'm going to try to get that pan down in my bucket, and whatever fluid is left, maybe I can do it gently enough where it doesn't go everywhere. Let's find out. Let's find out. Get on. A little bit more. All right, in the bucket she goes. That wasn't too bad. pan is down. All right, so I'm gonna let that drip for a while. And I'm gonna slide my bucket out. Get off my filter, dang it. There we go. Don't want to mess my daggone filter up. I need to tighten that nut up for sure. All right, we'll mess with that in a minute. Let's let that finish dripping for now. Oil pan is out. I've got it all cleaned up. I meant to show you what the fluid in the bottom of the pan look like. If it has, and it probably will, like silvery, glittery all through there, that's clutch material. That is fairly common, so don't get your panties in a twist over that, but expect it. So long as there's not a lot of chunks and everything's all black in there, you should be good to go. I had plenty of silvery clutch material, but everything was kind of maroonish, not exactly black, so I feel like the best thing to do is just ignore it and paint the pan. So and then look at that, Hydromatic division of GMC. That means this is a good one. It's, I think, I don't know, sounds important. So yeah, put that in the win column. All right, let's paint it. There now. Don't you feel better about yourself? That's brand new. Maybe not. I couldn't get those dents out with my paint. So, but it looks better, right? That's really all that matters. Next time somebody's, under there changing the oil, maybe I take it somewhere and they're going to say, whew, that looks nice. They're going to see it. I'm just kidding. You guys know I'm not going anywhere to have my oil changed. All right. All done. Looks better. Now I've got a few of the goodies back on it. I got the fuel pump. Got the fuel line hooked up to my boat tank. She's full of oil, all of that good stuff. So now, before I get it all dressed up, we're gonna give it a test run. See what it says. Put a little fuel in here. I'm gonna fill up these bowls. And hook the battery up. Okay. Got a little trigger here. Here we go. Something didn't start. That's not starting. Here we go. Oh man, that's smoking. All right, breaking things in. Nice. Let's see if I can zoom you in on there. Oh yeah, we got some things smoking. I don't know, maybe that's to be expected with first startup, all of that's fresh. Okay, well, at least we know things are, for the most part, hooked up right. I guess now I'll get everything back on it and see if it starts again. Okay, great. Success. And there we have it. All put back together. Obviously the front end of the truck is still missing, but as far as the engine goes, there we are. Alternator's all hooked up. Got that new one. Remember, I dropped my original. All right, kids, there it is. As far as the engine reassembly, we're pretty much done. So if you were hanging out with me through this little adventure, I appreciate you sticking it through, but it's back in and it's all put back together. So this has been a fun one. I've still got a long way to go, but as far as the engine, we're all set. So all right, we will catch you on the next one.